On a cold night in February 2004, a young woman named Maura Murray vanished on a desolate road in New Hampshire. What happened in the minutes and hours following her car crash is a mystery that has haunted investigators and the true crime community for over a decade. Was it an orchestrated escape, a tragic accident, or something far more sinister? Today, we explore the baffling case of Maura Murray and the chilling clues left behind in her disappearance. Welcome to Beyond the Evidence. Before we dive into the mysterious events surrounding Maura's disappearance, let's take a moment to understand who she was. Maura Murray was not just another face in the crowd. She was a young woman with dreams, aspirations, and a promising future ahead of her. Born on May 4th, 1982, Maura grew up in Hampshire, Massachusetts. This small town, with its close-knit community and picturesque streets, was where Maura spent her formative years. She was the fourth child in a family of 5, and her upbringing was marked by both love and challenges. She was a bright student, an athlete, and by the time she was 21, she was enrolled at the University of Massachusetts Amherst as a nursing student. Her academic achievements were commendable, and she was known for her dedication and hard work. Maura was also a talented runner, having been part of her high school track team and continuing her passion for athletics in college. On the surface, everything seemed fine, but in the weeks leading up to her disappearance, cracks began to show. Friends and family noticed subtle changes in her behavior. She seemed more withdrawn, and there were moments when she appeared to be carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. In the days before Maura went missing, she exhibited strange behavior. She was seen acting nervously, and there were reports of her packing her belongings in a hurried manner. It was as if she was preparing for something, but no one knew what. She lied to professors about a death in the family to leave early and abruptly packed her belongings from her dorm room. This sudden departure raised many questions. Why would a promising student with so much potential feel the need to fabricate such a story? What was she running from? Or perhaps, what was she running towards? What was driving her actions? Was it fear, desperation, or something else entirely? These questions have haunted those who knew her and have puzzled investigators for years. Some believe she may have been planning to disappear all along. Theories abound, ranging from her wanting to start a new life to her being in some kind of trouble. The truth, however, remains elusive, and the mystery of Maura Murray continues to captivate and confound. On February 9, 2004, Maura Murray, a nursing student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, left campus. She withdrew $280 from her bank account, a significant amount for a college student, and purchased a variety of alcoholic beverages. This was an unusual move, as Maura had not informed anyone of her plans, leaving friends and family in the dark. She then set out in her car, a black Saturn sedan, heading toward the White Mountains of New Hampshire. The drive was long, and the weather conditions were less than ideal, with snow covering the roads and temperatures dropping. Maura seemed determined, but her destination and purpose remained a mystery. Around 7:30 p.m. her car crashed into a snowbank on Route 112 in the small town of Haverhill. The crash was severe enough to disable her vehicle, but not so severe as to cause immediate concern for her well-being. The location was remote, with few houses and even fewer passers-by. This is where things take a mysterious turn. The circumstances surrounding the crash and Maura's subsequent actions have puzzled investigators and intrigued true crime enthusiasts for years. Multiple witnesses saw the crash. A few local residents reported seeing Maura at the scene, appearing uninjured but visibly shaken. Their accounts would later become crucial pieces of the puzzle. A school bus driver who lived nearby stopped and offered help. He was concerned for her safety, given the cold and isolation of the area. Maura refused, claiming she had already called for roadside assistance. She assured the driver that help was on the way, though she seemed anxious and eager to be left alone. But here's the chilling detail. No call for help was ever made. Phone records later confirmed that Maura had not contacted any roadside assistance service, nor had she called any friends or family for help. By the time police arrived on the scene, Maura was gone. The officers found her car locked and abandoned, with no sign of Maura anywhere nearby. The immediate area was searched, but there were no clues as to where she might have gone. Her car was locked, and there were no footprints leading away from the crash site in the snow. This baffled investigators, as it seemed impossible for her to have left without leaving any trace. She had vanished without a trace. Despite extensive searches and numerous theories, Maura Murray's disappearance remains one of the most perplexing and haunting mysteries to this day. The case continues to draw attention, with many hoping that one day the truth will finally come to light. Theories about Maura's disappearance are as numerous as they are perplexing. Each theory brings with it a new set of questions and possibilities, making the mystery even more complex. One possibility is that she wandered into the woods, disoriented, and succumbed to the elements. The dense forest can be treacherous, especially at night, and it's easy to get lost or injured. However, extensive searches of the surrounding area with dogs and helicopters found no trace of her. The search teams combed through every inch of the forest, hoping to find any clue that could lead them to Maura. Then, there's the theory of foul play. This theory suggests that Maura may have encountered someone with malicious intent. Some speculate that Maura may have been picked up by a stranger, or that someone known to her had a hand in her disappearance. The idea of a stranger picking her up is chilling, but the possibility of someone she knew being involved adds another layer of complexity. The remote location and the timing of the incident have fueled suspicions of an abduction, though no solid evidence supports this theory. The isolation of the area makes it a prime spot for such a crime. Yet the lack of evidence leaves many questions unanswered. But here's where things get even more strange. Maura's family revealed that she had been struggling emotionally. Her emotional state could have played a significant role in her disappearance. In the days prior, she had been involved in a minor car accident and had issues with her boyfriend. These incidents might have added to her stress and confusion. Was Maura running away from her life? The idea that she might have wanted to escape her troubles is a theory that some find plausible. Some believe that she may have staged her own disappearance to start fresh. The thought of leaving everything behind and starting anew is appealing to some, especially when faced with overwhelming personal issues. Her family and friends have been left in a state of limbo, not knowing whether to hold on to hope or to grieve. The uncertainty of her fate has taken a toll on everyone who knew her. Investigators continue to piece together the puzzle, examining every lead and re-evaluating old evidence. The case remains open, with new theories and tips coming in regularly. The media has also played a significant role in keeping Maura's story alive, bringing attention to her case and encouraging the public to come forward with any information. Community efforts, including vigils and searches, have shown the collective hope and determination to find Maura. The support from the community has been overwhelming and continues to provide strength to her family. Every tip, no matter how small, is followed up on as the search for answers continues. The hope is that one day a breakthrough will come and the mystery of Maura's disappearance will finally be solved. Until then, the question remains: what really happened to Maura? The search for the truth goes on, driven by the hope that one day the answers will be found. In the days following her disappearance, search teams combed through the area. Police dogs tracked her scent about 100 yards away from the crash site before losing it abruptly. This has led many to believe that Maura may have been picked up by a passing vehicle. The police classified Maura's case as a missing person, but over time, frustration grew. The family felt that law enforcement wasn't doing enough, and as years passed with no new leads, the case grew colder. However, online sleuths and armchair detectives have kept the case alive, sharing theories, discussing potential sightings, and picking apart every detail. Still, despite their efforts, no trace of Maura has ever been found. To this day, the disappearance of Maura Murray remains one of the most mystifying unsolved cases in modern history. There's no body, no clear evidence, and no answers. Theories range from abduction to voluntary disappearance, and every year new clues and tips seem to emerge, but none have led to closure. Was Maura running from something, or did someone make her disappear? The case of Maura Murray continues to haunt those who followed it closely. As we reflect on her story, one thing is certain: the truth is still out there waiting to be uncovered, and we will continue to go beyond the evidence to seek answers. If you have any information about the disappearance of Maura Murray, or if you want to discuss your theories, leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to Beyond the Evidence for more chilling mysteries and unsolved cases.